Hey everybody, this is Threshold Training's at-home workout for Wednesday, June 10th. We're also going to go over the in-person workout as well, so a couple different variations just based on what you have accessible to you and if you're doing the workout at home or in person. So we have a little bit of strength up front. We're going to do it in an every minute on the minute format. We're going to take it from the floor if you're in person. So, every 2 minutes for 10 minutes or 5 sets, you're going to do 5 strict press plus a 15-second overhead hold. At home, the at-home variation, you're doing this with a dumbbell or something similar. You will do 3 dumbbell one-arm strict presses plus a 15-second hold, and you will do both arms within the 2-minute window. Once you are finished a strict press, let's say in 45 seconds, you have the balance of the time remaining to rest. Your goal for this every 2 minutes is to build to a heavy 5 for today. Okay? Now we understand that that heavy 5 will be a lot easier to build to a heavy in person compared to at home, but you'll still get a decent stimulus at home. Even if you don't have weights that you can switch, that's fine. Other things at home that you could use, if you have a sandbag or a weighted backpack, you can use that. You can just use 2 arms to press it overhead. Again, if you do have 2 dumbbells or an object that you're using 2 hands, I would pick the 5 strict press plus the 15-second hold versus the 1-arm variation. So again, depends on what you have. Strict press, what we'll be looking for with any variation is that the bar starts on the shoulders. Make sure you're hugging the bar or object a little bit with the shoulders so that they're not pulled down and back and the bar or object is just floating in midair. Okay, so elbows slightly forward. Okay, but we still have a relatively vertical forearm position. We will need to bring our head backwards to make room for the bar to press through as our first motion. Then we will press the object in front of our nose and come straight overhead so that we achieve a nice stacked position with the bar over our feet and over kind of the back of the head here. If you're using a dumbbell, hey, be mindful that you're not pressing the dumbbell away from your body, you're pressing it towards the ceiling, like so. In addition, make sure that dumbbell does not also press away from your head sideways. It stays in that vertical plane here. For the 15-second overhead hold, that will come after the last press. Okay, your goal is to learn how to breathe in this position overhead, okay, without biting down on your jaw, okay, without clenching your neck. A good way to know if you're not using your neck is to move it some direction, forward, back, sideways, rotating. Okay, if you can move your neck as you hold that bar overhead, you're probably not bracing or clenching within that area. Okay, if I did clench, it would be a lot harder to move my neck in certain ranges. Okay, so that's a good test to see if you can do that. Then for our conditioning portion, we're going to do the following body of work for time. We're going to do 22, 16, 10 of the following 2 movements. A dual dumbbell demon press and a dual dumbbell box step over. Okay, this is for time. This is going to be purpose of this is to go at a grinder effort, so as to work through at a tough and challenging pace. So what will happen is you'll start with 22 reps of each movement, starting with the dumbbell demon press, then going to the box step overs, 16 reps, 16 reps, 10 reps, 10 reps. So what is a demon press? Well, a devil's press involves a burpee. A demon press does not. It's a little bit less evil. okay? So it is a no push-up burpee with a dual dumbbell, essentially snatch or press. So it looks like this. So my dumbbells are in front of me, okay? I'm gonna place my hands on those dumbbells, I'm gonna kick my legs out, I'm gonna kick them up, so I'm now straddling those dumbbells, and I'm gonna lower my hips slightly, launch and come overhead, that's one. Come down, and repeat. Okay? So, key points for this. One is make sure that as you come out of your no push-up burpee, okay, that you get your hips somewhat in line or below your shoulders. This will allow the legs to launch the weight primarily up overhead. They'll be used as the engine and the power, okay, to move the dumbbells. And then lastly, make sure you finish with a punch out overhead. With dumbbells, okay, they're not balanced, they're two different entities, not like a balanced barbell, so you need to make sure that you are stacked straight overhead versus out in front. Then we'll go to our box step overs. So I do not have to step all the way up. I just need to have both feet on the box at some point. And I step over to the other side and continue in that fashion. Each step over is 1 rep. Okay, there's no set way to step over the box, you just can't clear the box. At home variations, you can do 1 dumbbell at a time. You can carry a backpack, stepping over a box. If you don't have a great box to step over or not stable surface, use a stair or maybe a stack of plates or a stack of stable books perhaps, if you have a lot of books, that you can step up to. Okay, step up and can be used in place of a step over, that's fine. In addition, you can also use 1 dumbbell. So if I did a 1 dumbbell demon press, right, it would basically look like no push-up burpee to a dumbbell snatch, and you can just alternate sides. Yeah, so that's tonight's workout. Yeah, have fun. This will be a fun one. It'll be a tough one, but afterwards you will certainly feel challenged and you feel good. So have fun with the workout and have a great Wednesday.